Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chess Center and let's start our today's video. So this is again another advanced level video too guys. So let's start quickly without wasting much time. The question is on your screen. The question is black to play and give your best move. Come on guys. This puzzle is easy compared to the puzzle which I give in the 9th video. This is the 10th video and the puzzle is comparatively easy. This time I have kept two easier puzzles. Means one easy, second one is a bit medium and one is easy, one is medium and third one would be difficult. So let's start and black to play and give your best move. So guys, I would recommend guys you all pause the video and now I am quickly moving on to the answer. If you wanna think, pause the video and I am quickly moving on to the answer. So let's start. The best move over here for the black is d5. Yes, the d5 creates a lot of threat in the game. If you see, first of all, what happens is when d5 comes, it does a double attack. Indeed, in another next chance also it brings a threat of another double attack too. And this time earlier it was on two pawns, and here this time it is on the queen and the bishop too. And there is another big threat. I know it's a really good design which I have made over here, but it's okay. Stop laughing on that design and let's continue with the thing. So this is one double attack idea. There is another very dangerous idea and that is d5. For example, if white tries to counter attack, maybe capturing with this, or maybe by capturing this, bringing a pawn to center, side pawn to a center pawn, making a side pawn, then it is in a big threat. That is the bishop b4, leading to the pin of the queen, and so it's over for the white. Like even if white kills, first we will kill, knight has to kill back, and we will kill again. Like the advantage is more than sufficient. Even if he kills, like there is not much what he can do. Queen e7 and all the ideas are extremely good for black. So I am not interested in going much deep in that variation because that is a very silly variation. So let's move on to the other possible variations over here. Okay guys, so let's check out other possible variations. Okay, so other possible variations are, first is if you play d5, then he may not kill over here or here. But the best move for the, you can say white, is to take the queen back, drawing the queen back, that is to queen to c1. That would be the best move. Rather to put it on c2 where knight can give you many threats on your, I know this square is called a bishop, but I am telling that knight can put attack on you and it will lead to a tempo for black, so it is better not to put on c2. And neither over here too, again that is resulting, I know knight can come in between, but still why do you wanna be on the line where you are getting pinned? So best move over here it is to go withdraw the queen on c1. Now instantly like we will go deep in that variation, but if anyone says we can even play a3 sir, why not to play a3? Then let's check out that variation. If he plays a3, yeah, black will first go with the d4. That is extremely strong variation for black. Even if it doesn't go, or he goes like this, the best move would be d4 and bishop cross d4. And now, yeah, you can kill. I am not saying no, but there is also a strong move, a strong move that is of b4. Like if he kills, it will create a problem for him. Again, he is going to end up in the pin. Secondly, means e3 can be ever countered by playing b4, first of all. Second thing, if he moves his queen anywhere, we can easily capture over here. Okay, and he can never capture back on b4 pawn because bishop is capturing. So we are going to get it anyhow. So there is no harm in playing b4 first. Rather, it would be a better choice for you. So I think so a3 can be countered by b4, and that would be my final verdict, my conclusion on this. And d4 is a good move playing before the b4 over here in this situation. And so let's quickly start up. Now, what should white play? White may go on c1, correct? Now, here you all will say, rather we can kill it directly. Yeah, we can kill it. Even if you wanna put this bishop over here, that would be, I would recommend you, that is better because you develop piece with a tempo. So he has to put his knight in between. Maybe a knight, maybe he can take bishop d2 or knight d2. Both are good. I think so. Rather than taking bishop back, maybe developing a knight would be better. Bishop is leading to just a counter attack, so I told. Otherwise, you can count knight d2 as better. Not knight on c3 because that is again following you with a double attack. There are two defenders over here, and your knight or bishop is going to be smashed. So it is not a good variation anyhow. For now, I would recommend rather we stick to our mainline solutions. I don't want to go in that line too. Now over here, now people will start doing mistakes. The best move over here is people may kill over here. Okay, you are grabbing a pawn, no doubt. But what happens is he will kill, and then all the pawn structures for both the colors are going to be devastated, and it would be a bit good for white if you kill over here. Rather, I would say don't go to kill over here. You have other options, that is to kill over here, because this is giving you a tempo. Now here the bishop is forced to retreat. There are again, I know, two options. A3 is a counter move over here, counter attack option. That is not successful, but still it is a point to think. Bishop can go here or here, forcing the bishop. That is a tempo. In case if he plays a3, let's check out both the variation. A3 is actually the best move over here rather than withdrawing the bishop back, but still we will talk on both the points. Now if we play a3, then what else means what black should play? The again black can, if you want, simply take down over here. Even if you don't want to take down, no, don't take it over here, because queen will kill your knight and that will lead to a double attack. First of all, you will lose the knight too over here, and so, but it's okay not to take down. The best move over here would be either to play knight e5, that is a good option. Secondly, if he withdraws his bishop, we can withdraw anytime. If he kills our bishop, we can kill him anytime. So that is clear-cut flexibility for us. So no need to take tension for any of this bishop. Knight, either knight e5, or maybe you can play other moves are good too over here. So still, if you want me to continue on this variation, then I will go a bit deep for you guys. And in such case, then after a3, the best move for the black would, you can take knight, but my personally what I would like to do is to get the bishop on a5. Let us continue with the play. It's simple, and he cannot bring another pawn in between because of bishop. Now anyhow he is, we can say, forced to, means he can do castling. That is a really good move, I would say. And still black ends up a better position. If he castles, we get the bishop. And now if he does few mistakes, like if not mistake, but means if he takes the bishop back, then we still end up a pawn ahead over here, and we are better in development. Like all the white pieces have went backward, where our pieces are much forward compared to him. Our position is much more open, and I think still we hold better. We have a 4 versus 2 pawns over here, and so we can easily get connected or maybe disconnected, but still 2 pass pawns over here. So it would be a great advantage for black to play and win easily over here. Second thing, now another important thing which I wanted to show you guys here. For example, if he withdraws his bishop back, then the good move over here would be knight e5. Why knight e5? Means in case if bishop takes down his bishop to c2, c1 d1 is okay, but if he takes down his bishop to c2, then playing this knight on e5 would be a good option. Why? Because this creates a threat on this square. If black tries to castle, white tries to castle over here, then knight 4, and it will lead to a knight fork on king and queen. Secondly, and if he kills, then we can then it is we are snatching his bishop pair, where we have an open center over here, and we will keep the bishop pair and keep the upper hand and advantage in our hands. So that's why it is a really good move in this case, and we are also stopping the castle. If he wants to castle, then he have to give his bishop pair. So on that basis, I was telling the move is good. Now for this, he may get his queen or bishop back, and all he can play, but still it's good for us. So guys, okay, now let's quickly move on to the another puzzle. Okay guys, hello guys, so let's start with our second puzzle, sorry. So let's start. The question is on your screen. The question is white to play and give your best move. So start thinking guys, pause the video and start thinking. But before it guys, make sure to subscribe the channel, hit the like button, push the notification button and bell icon to all. And guys, make sure to share and challenge your friends with this puzzle. I am sure you will only win in the challenge. So let's start. I am quickly moving on to the answer. If you wanna think, just pause the video and I am going on to the answer. So the best move for the white in this situation is not to kill over here right now. I know you may be tempted to kill over here or use the bishop to kill over here and give a check. but the best move is r cross d4. Why? The reason being, let's check out the variations. What all variations are possible? If you play r cross d4, the best move for the black is to play rook e7 and means he will sacrifice the bishop to maintain the position. But in case if it doesn't sacrifice and he tries to recapture over here, then he is at loss. Don't kill right now. I know you all are tempted to kill it right now, but the rook will come in defense. Yeah, you all may be thinking we will kill, he will kill, and it is very easy win. Yeah, it is a simple and easy win in that case. I won't say you are wrong, but if you wanna go by simple way, yeah, it's good. But if you want to be a strong, aggressive, attacking player and want to go more accurately, the best move here is R cross H7, as this is leading to a checkmate in 7 moves. So this is a mating 7, and let's quickly check out the variation. What should white black play? Now black is forced here to kill, so king cross h7 and queen h1 check, forcing the king to go over here, g7, king g7, and here best move would be bishop h7 check. See, there is the trap. King has to come out. If king tries to go and hide inside, like if king goes over here, then we will simply play this, and we will play bishop cross f8, and this will lead to a checkmate. Not checkmate right now, I know bishop will come in between, but we will kill it, and afterwards it will lead to a checkmate. Okay. Secondly, so of course he has to go out, so let's check out that variation. He has to go out, then queen h4 check, forcing if bishop comes, if pawn comes in the way, then we can simply kill the pawn. And if pawn doesn't come, so it is useless to play the pawn, because if pawn comes, then it would be queen cross d5 checkmate immediately. So to avoid one more move like king e5, and now best move would be, now we will use the queen to kill with a tempo. As I told in my previous video also, don't be tempted to kill immediately. When you find the good move, wait, there may be a better one. It is rightly said by some of the greatest chess players. So now this is a check, and king is forced to go on f5 and g4 checkmate. So hope so enjoyed this puzzle. You like this puzzle, so like the channel and subscribe the channel, like the video guys. And now let's quickly move on to our today's third puzzle. So come on guys, third puzzle. Okay guys, so let's start today's our third video, and this puzzle is very easy. And let's start. The question is black to play and give your best move. I have just selected this puzzle to show you, to make sure that you do complete analysis on this video, on this puzzle, not like we just gave an advantage somewhere and we then just stop thinking on it. You must do complete analysis, and even in sufficient depth. So let's start guys. I know advantage is being seen clearly, especially the few predicted move situation, but you also need to think ahead of it and other options what he can play. So let's start. I am going to keep this one puzzle very short, and just pause the video. Question is black to play and give your best move. So pause the video and start thinking, and I am quickly moving on to the answer. So let's start with the answer guys. The best move over here is bishop h3. Yeah, targeting this weak point. The knight is also concentrating over here, and queen can anytime or here can come and attack over this file. So if he kills, for example, don't kill with the knight guys. First get your queen over here. This will give him a check, forcing the king to go down, and queen will come over here, and it's a mate. So this is the sacrificing that bishop over here. But the point comes, he won't accept the sacrifice. So what can he do? For example, if it doesn't do anything, then there would be many dangerous moves. For example, if he just plays simply queen over here, then bishop cross d2 would be a good move, and this will be really great problem for him, because the shield what is left out would be almost equal to a fianchetto castle shield, and all these squares will get weak even, and we will be having that colored bishop too. So that makes things really difficult for him, and that is the reason why best move over what comes over here is g3, sacrificing this rook for this bishop. Rather than letting him capture and using the weak points, it is better to bear a loss of 2 points. Even though white position is badly deteriorated now, and it is black is on advantage of 3, means you can say, I'm not talking about material points. What I am telling is like minus 2.9 advantage is being shown in the engine at this move. And let's start. Now what happens is best move for the black here would be. So guys, any guesses? What should black play? You want to kill immediately, then I would say okay, but there is another good move over here. What I would recommend is this rook is over here only. See, if you kill it right now, what will happen? Many of you would be tempted. Even I know king will kill back, but it is better when he has made his shield change or transposed into a fianchetto castling shield. Then shield means, I mean how here the pawns which are, I am calling it as a shield, or these pawns which are standing here. So he has transposed it. Better to get the same, that color, this colored bishop off the board. We don't want any chances for him to defend himself. So first kill over here, and we will also defend this threat too. I know that is not that great threat where queen can come here and kill give a mating attack, but still, why we will just remove this bishop and make this weak points even more weak now. Okay, for now, first of all. Now here what things comes is he cannot kill with the queen as rook is over here. So what will he play? Of course, c cross d3 has to capture, otherwise it's over. Why should he play then, I would say, if it doesn't capture it? So now we get again another chance, opening the line for the queen and trying to go out for another checkmate, rather than directly just picking that bishop, picking that rook. Okay, so I think so you would have liked that idea rather than directly picking that rook. Now, in this situation, he cannot still move away his rook, correct? Even if he goes here, that is leading to a mate and we have blocked both the pawns. So king cannot make any space for moving. So again, the last hope for him for the revival and saving himself is knight on e3. Knight e3 will save his day and this square by saving this square. So yeah, now we are left with no more force move, you can say, and we can now exert no more pressure on this square. Neither we can kill this defender. So we have to now leave it, and we have to now just kill it. That's all. Now just grab your advantage, guys. Now irrespective whatever he uses, he may use the king to kill, or he may use a knight to kill, or he may get his another rook in the game. Everything is okay. We are going to play the same move, that is queen cross e5. Good use of the queen being pinned over here. So I think so we got a good advantage of 2 points right over here. We removed his light squared bishop which was defending all this point, and queen can make a good use of that points. We also got a advantage of pawn over here. The knight and all which is pieces were front, we took them, forced him to get it backwards, and I think that this is sufficiently good for black. Position is still sufficiently good for black. Black can easily win in this position, and we played really well if you are going in this manner. So hope so guys you have enjoyed this video, and let's quickly move on to our next video. So guys, I am waiting for you in my next video. Subscribe the channel, hit the like button, make sure to challenge your friends and share it with your friends with my video, and guys make sure to push the notification button to all. So bye bye guys, and come meet me in my next video. So come to my next video, I am waiting over there. Bye guys.